News 18. Weather from where you live.
Well, today's weather history, the big HP supercell severe thunderstorm we had yesterday in Benton County. We had 2 reports of wind damage, 1 report of hail that was just a little bit smaller than a golf ball. And this occurred on an outflow boundary. We had all those heavy storms yesterday morning over this way. Well, in our western counties, we didn't get a lot of rain, so you've got wet soil here. Air that's rain cool, but in our western counties, you've got air that's really not disturbed and drier soil. And it's right along that boundary that storm blew up and pretty much moved through northern Benton, pretty close to Kentland here through Wadena, and then southwest White, and kind of fizzled here in northeast Tippecanoe County. It fizzled here because its strengthening factor, the very strong mid and upper level winds, were right across this area, and that's what made the storm pulse up and really blossom into a severe storm so much. We had 2 microbursts from that. This is one that Jim Link took a picture of just south of Kentland. You can see the wind coming out of the storm and fanning outward. These were damaging winds. We had several cornfields totally flattened near Wadena. And this is a wall cloud right here. Now that looks like a funnel. That's something we call scud. That's just a little bit of low-hanging cloud, but you can see this little appendage. That's a rotating wall cloud. Actually did produce a funnel. And if we look closely at this picture, this was taken north of Otterburn. There's the rotating wall cloud. There's a little rope, a little funnel coming out of that wall cloud. So we had a brief little funnel cloud. That's what prompted the tornado warning. And finally, really quickly here, this was taken by Joseph Wiggins here of the storm, and by this time there's the wall cloud, but rain was starting to wrap around it, kind of choke it off, and eventually the storm began to collapse again once it got into southwest White and northern Tippecanoe County. Any sort of severe threats way east of here today. There's the cold front. It's slowly pushing this rain northeastward, so the rain will eventually come to an end, but it's going to be mid and late evening, and the best chance of you getting drier for the upcoming frenzy will be pretty much in our western counties. But there's the back edge of that rain, though. It's in Benton County, but everything's working northeastward, so it's going to rain at least for a little while over a good chunk of the viewing area. Vedersburg up through Lafayette and Crawfordsville, Delphi and Logansport, and up towards Winnemac, a little heavier rain. I cannot rule out a brief little thunderstorm, but by and large, this is just plain old rain. We get the rain out of here mid to late evening, otherwise clearing skies and cooler tonight with north winds and lows in the low to mid 50s. Tomorrow, just some fair weather cumulus popping up. Highs in the upper 60s in our north, to 72 Lafayette, 72 Thorntown. Tomorrow will be a windy day. We'll have gusty northwest winds 15 to 30 miles an hour. Clear, calm tomorrow night. We're going to drop into the 40s, low to mid 40s, but warmer closer to Lake Michigan, low 50s there. And then finally for Sunday, still a nice day, upper 60s north to 72 in Lafayette. And for the big game, Purdue at Wisconsin, the weather looks good. Good deal of sunshine, kind of breezy at times with a high temperature of 65 degrees, that game time at noon. 76 Monday starts to warm up. Then we're back into the 80s, 85 by Thursday. And a few scattered storms by Friday, but highs still in the 80s, and also it's going to get pretty humid later on next week too. But no severe weather, but still a little rain to put up with, at least for a while this evening.
And a really nice looking weekend though.
It looks perfect.
We can look forward to that. All right, Chad, thank you. Later in the broadcast, we'll preview the Friday Night Frenzy, where all of our cameras are